What is going on, guys? It's Lowflord and welcome back to another SCUM video. Today I wanted to tell you guys what's going on with SCUM. And I'm sure some of you noticed a lack of uploads from me on SCUM. And to be completely honest, guys, I've just been burned out by SCUM. I put in almost 1,000 hours in SCUM, man. Recently for me, there hasn't just been enough content for me to keep playing. To me, it feels like the last major update we got was the 0.3 update, and that was 6 months ago. I mean, don't get me wrong, we got some pretty cool stuff added as well as the engine upgrade, which is not an easy thing to do, but to me, it still feels like SCUM is missing something. And really quick, guys, I want you guys to know that I absolutely love SCUM. I've been a fan, I've been here since the beginning. I went through all the bugs, I went through all the shitty optimization, all the shitty networking, and I've still stuck around. Part of me is just a bit frustrated and just wants to see this game do more and do better. And not saying, again guys, I'm not saying the devs aren't doing an amazing job. Like, the devs are doing an absolutely great job doing what they're doing. I mean, I haven't seen anyone or any devs really that put out weekly updates or bi-weekly updates. And maybe that's the reason why I think that there hasn't been anything really huge that has been added, because we get all of these micro patches with every week. But so it might just be me being an asshole. So let me know in the comments if you guys think that. So as soon as I was writing the script, the devs tweeted out they were having a Q&A on Demonic the Fiend's Twitch stream. So I was super stoked and wanted to watch it to see what's going on, but I was up till like 4 in the morning the night before, and the stream started at 7 a.m., so tough break. But never fear, the homie Noodle 0101 put out a summary on the Reddit, so I'll be going through what he summarized. So thank you, Noodle, for taking this time to write this up. And I'm sure the community really appreciates it. Alright guys, so first things up, we're going to talk about optimization. And if any of you guys tried out SCUM when the game was first released, you'll know that optimization wasn't too tight. There was a lot of network issues and bugs and things that were just really like messing up the game for everybody. And a lot of people never really looked back because of that. I mean, I remember hella people were complaining like, oh dude, everyone's just teleporting everywhere, this game is trash. So it's pretty cool to see that the devs are putting optimization at the top of the list. That's their main focus right now. They have a majority of the team working on optimizing the game and constantly testing, breaking, fixing, breaking, and then fixing again to get the best performance out of the game. They explain that since the city is 3 times larger than anything on the map, it's really putting a strain on the engine. And they're still working on getting the world streaming better and doing under the hood stuff on UE4 to get everything worked out. They're even taking a look at DX12 to see if that will help with performance, and so far they've gotten some pretty good results. So hopefully soon, TM, going through the city won't be such a pain for some players. They then touched on the 0.4 update, saying that there will be a wipe on all servers, but there is no release window yet for the update. And for me personally, guys, I think if it's not ready, it's not ready. It sucks that we have to wait a couple months to, get something really big, but I know they've been working really hard this past year trying to get the new metabolism system updated and a bunch of other stuff like boats, all that other jazz. So if we need to wait, we need to wait. Next, they touched on the AI and NPCs, and they've stated that the AI and NPCs will be coming after optimizations. Their plan is to implement a simple NPC system by the end of the year, and I think that's what the game is missing. The game needs some type of Tech 1 guards or traders. We need players to actually want to go to the safe zones. It's a great way of interacting with other players. Coming from Deadside, it showed me how fun having safe zones can be and the interactions that players have. Sometimes it's weird, sometimes it's funny, sometimes we talk shit, but it's just cool just to have that type of environment. Also, having traders will give players a reason to grind for loot. I mean, there's already money in the game. Let's put that money to use. Next, they talked about some roadmaps and why they're not too comfortable about putting one out. Basically, on their original roadmap, they didn't have things like base building in the game, just fortifications. But base building was implemented anyways. So for them, the game's features and plans can change at any time. So they don't want to disappoint us players by giving us promises they don't know that they can keep. They said right now 30% of their time is working to fight against cheaters. And these guys are a really small team, so I can imagine the amount of work and a halt to the rest of the development. Then they talked about upcoming features. Now, they don't have a specific date for the release of these features, but they did hint that the metabolism is almost done. And I hope it is, because we've been waiting almost 2 years for this system to be in place. I mean, for me, that was the big driving factor when I was looking at this game. I was like, holy shit, I can be a skinny dude, and if I eat like shit, I can get fat. how is that gonna work when I'm trying to survive against all these puppets, against all these players? You know what I mean? I feel like having that big of an emphasis on your character is really different than what other survival games are doing. You know what I mean? And it feels a little bit more personal. But I can only imagine how complicated coding that type of system is. But it's needed for this game to move forward. Then they said there is a boat and scuba diving update coming where we'll see sea wildlife as well as fishing. And I know hella people, including myself, have been waiting for this feature to be implemented as well. They talked about bikes possibly implemented when the boats are, but it's not guaranteed. And I just really want to go to the islands, honestly. I feel like no one goes there. People swim over there and there's really not much to do. Sure, you can build a base there, but it's kind of hard to really get resources to that base without a boat because you'll end up sinking to the ground. They talked about helicopters possibly being implemented in the future, but probably no time soon, as well as they do plan to implement an in-game economy. And to be honest, that's going to be awesome once it is implemented. I don't know if anyone's played Escape from Tarkov that watches me, but once the flea market was implemented, did that change up the game. And in a good way, in my opinion. Again, I talk about interaction, and depending on how they do it, this would be a really good thing for interaction for players to, start going all over the map and start trading with one another. I think that'd be really cool. They then talked about the atmosphere update that would include challenges that take place all over the sectors, as well as NPCs giving you missions, and some NPCs will be in radioactive areas or fiery, snowy areas. Sounds interesting. I don't know if they mean like a wildfire or something, but my guess would be like kind of like the airdrops are, where if they'll drop a certain amount of, radioactive stuff, or maybe like a big old fire pit that they'll drop from the sky. And, there might be some cool features in that area or some crazy loot in that area, but it's hella risky. I mean, you're going into a fucking goblet of fire. Now, the next piece of info we got, guys, is pretty juicy, if I say so myself. And it's the implementation of C4. Now, a lot of people complain that it takes a lot of explosives to get into bases, but to be honest, those things really aren't meant to be blowing up walls and stuff. But that's why they're going to be implementing C4 being lootable on sentries. That's right. You can shoot down the sentries and loot them for the C4 to then break into someone's base. And to me, that sounds like a pretty cool loot. I mean, you can have 6 guys, you know what I mean? You guys been stocking up ammo. You guys been trying to get into this guy's base, but he has these really thick walls. If you go kill that sentry, that might give you guys 4 pieces of C4 so you could break through 4 layers of wall, Because it's not going to be an easy task. I mean, the fucking sentry shoots you in one shot, depending on what server you're on. They touched on admin support for the servers as well as a map expansion, but they did state that they're not really expanding the map, but filling it with more diverse experiences like plane crashes, poisonous or radioactive sectors or fiery sectors, like I said before, which sounds amazing and it's gonna make the world feel more alive. They still said modding will come after 1.0 because they're constantly updating the game, so the mods would break with every update. I mean, that's kind of true because, like I said, they usually do weekly, bi-weekly updates. So every mod that you put out, you're going to have to try to keep re-updating it to the next version. And it's kind of going to be a pain and not worth it. The next part kind of shocked me because I didn't know that the devs actually moved away from Devolver Digital. And they explained that a large part of that group was more focused on marketing and getting players into the game. So they moved away from them and worked on getting development done rather than having big marketing for updates and such. That's why we get these sweet little updates from the devs themselves, because it's quicker and you don't need a large production behind it. But I do have to say, I did love the archery videos and the videos with John Dick. They then went to talk about the distant future and 1.0. They're saying that 1.0 is gonna blow our minds. It's supposed to be the most advanced survival game out there, and I really believe they can do it if they keep on working and grinding as hard as they can. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the lore of the game really, and I can't wait to see some of those things being implemented down the line. Like, eventually there's supposed to be mutants and creatures. And depending how that ties into the lore, it can be pretty exciting. I mean, we're on a TV show where the audience only wants you to suffer. Imagine just walking into the safe zone and you walk up to the traders and you see a Tech 1 lab employee working on mutants to put on the island. That'd be pretty awesome to see. So honestly, guys, a lot of this was just the devs just talking. Really just giving their insight, their side of what's going on and what they plan on implementing and what they plan on doing. Now, when we're going to be seeing everything, I don't know. I mean, we don't even have a release date for the 0.4 update. I heard rumors that it's going to be between mid to end July, but who really knows? All I'm saying is that if it's gonna be a really big update, guys, take your time on it. Make sure you do it right. Make sure everything is in place And I'm just hoping that this game is gonna be what I wanted it to be. And that is an open world survival sandbox game where I'm on a TV show and I need to take care of my character and watch out for puppets and other players and try to escape this damn island and take off this fucking BCU. So tell me guys, what are your thoughts on SCUM? Are you still playing it? Are you coming back to it? Is this game already dead for you? What are you excited for and what do you guys want to see? Let me know in the comments below guys. Thank you so much for coming out to watch the video. I really do appreciate it. I try to stream at least 3 times a week at twitch.tv/itsloaflord, so you can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/itsloaflord to get notified when I'm live. So if you guys just want to chill and hang out or talk about SCUM, pop out to the stream. I'll see you guys there. But that's it for me guys. Thank you so much for coming out again. I'm Loaflord, and stay toasty out there.